Welcome in to DC On Screen. This is episode 381. We're getting super spoilery on Lucifer 2x15, Deceptive Little Parasite. I'm your host, David C. Robertson. This, my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hi.
To recap, turns out Lucifer is the fabled Lightbringer, the only being who can bring flames to Azrael's sword, but he has to figure out how to channel his emotions. He and Chloe solve a case centered around a popular alternative private school, which Lucifer hopes will help him. The alternative method fails, so he goes back to therapy where Linda points out that he's been avoiding his pain. Later, he's able to light the sword when he finally drops his defenses. Not good enough for Mom, though, because Heaven is shooting out of her wrist as she's running out of time. You know, I just assumed that was, like, her shooting out of her corporeal form. Like, her corporeal form was dying because it couldn't handle all of the divinity.
Yeah, I'm not sure, though, but I don't know where that lands her exactly. And they didn't, it wasn't exactly flames coming out of the list, you know? Like, right. They were clearly connoting some sort of heavenly light. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure where that puts us.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this episode. I did enjoy that they didn't, like, I thought they were going to be like, oh, now we have to go search for the sword, and then Lucifer just like, nope, it's in the wall. Oh,
I love the shot of him just punching through the wall.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was.
And, I don't know, I guess they did a pretty good job with the, I don't know, like, sometimes when they do too good of a job, with the plot A lining up thematically with plot B.
Oh, yeah, no.
I get angry because it's too much.
Yeah, like, you get to the point where you just kind of go, oh, who knew that would work out for Lucifer while they solve this case? I could never have guessed at such a thing.
He's trying to control his emotions, and now they're solving a murder at a school that prides themselves on controlling their emotions.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bad. But, I don't know, it was entertaining, I guess.
Yeah, it was an entertaining episode, and there's some highlights. Like, probably my favorite line, Lucifer, a foursome isn't an emotion, Mom.
Yeah, that's a good line.
It was good. And then he has a couple more that are funny, like, just the basic inhuman kind of stuff. Before you chastise me for kidnapping your offspring.
Yeah.
They do a good job with his phrasing, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when Trixie's involved. And I really liked Trixie's little story this time, where, like, and I even liked, like, Dan and Chloe talking about Trixie as far as, like, when did our little girl get grown up, you know? Like, because she's been, like, hiding this fear that her mom's not going to come home one day because she didn't want to add to her mom's problems. Like, it's a very adult thing to do, and it's adorable. Mm. It's cute as hell. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when Chloe walks in and she's just stopped in her tracks and, like, stunned by the revelation, that's what I would just break down and weep. I mean,
yeah.
The class would be interrupted by me weeping on the floor, yelling, you know, I'm so sorry.
I don't know. It also sort of points out one of the flaws with the Lucifer characters is, like, Trixie has for a long time been the most adult of any of these characters.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, no, she's probably the most mature. She actually maybe had my favorite line, actually. I may have undersold it. Looking at him with, like, do you want to sell this or not?
Yeah. I did like that Dan brought up that she still keeps the chocolate cake under her bed.
Yeah.
Or Chloe does.
No, Chloe does. And yeah, like, it comforts Dan. Like, okay, thank God. My little girl's not gone yet.
Yeah. This is a picture of my mommy stabbing Debbie. Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate all of these, like, little contrivances. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've solved the case, detective. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, you haven't. The show's got too much going.
No one's being fooled.
Too much time left. And, by the way, like, I knew immediately it was the little emotion counselor woman. She's been on way too much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she's easily the most recognizable.
Also, I just hoped it was her, because forced smile people freak me the hell out.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with that. I keep wanting to, like, make them sad.
Yeah.
I can't justify that, but it's true.
Yeah. I did enjoy the headmaster. He was hilarious.
He was pretty funny. The whole thing about, like, if we could just ignore the first portion of that conversation.
Is everything all right in here? It sounded like a little child crying. Oh, I enjoyed all of the bits with the coach.
With the PE teacher?
Yeah. Where he's like not getting that he's dumb and
Yeah.
and
He doesn't get that he's dumb. Apparently he's literally scheduled to have sex with the moms of the school.
uh-huh.
He has a rotation he's on. Hey, what did she call him? The one of them said he was like dumber than a stack of hay or something like that. But he
No. She says he's dumber than a box of hair.
There we go. Dumber than a box of hair. But yeah, he knows how to move.
The reporter from Parks and Rec with the gun says I don't know her name. She's talking about like how he's the guy, he's her son's father and everything, and like the whole thing goes down, and he's like, "Wait, I'm a father?"
Yeah. There's about a 5-minute processing window this guy needs to get information vetted.
It was dumb, but it made me laugh real hard.
Yeah. Now the meat of the episode, though, I mean, there was some cute. It's Lucifer. There's always some cute scenes.
Sure.
The meat of the episode, though, was pretty fun. Like mom running out of time, whatever that is coming out of her wrist, which apparently a Band-Aid takes care of.
It doesn't take care of it. It just.
I'm just gonna assume she dipped the Band-Aid in holy water before she put it on.
It just keeps the light from coming out.
Yeah, I don't think they're FDA qualified for that, but whatever.
I mean, just visibly covers the light.
Yeah,
that's all I mean.
Visibly covers whatever the hell that is. I liked Lucifer's idea. Like he wants to get her back into heaven with his dad, and then quote, hopefully they tear each other apart.
Yeah,
you got to respect that plan.
Yeah,
and I love that it's chaotic enough to come from like it's Lucifer we're talking about here. It is the devil after all. So it's chaotic enough that it makes sense. Like that's him sending her to hell. It just happens to be heaven. Like that makes sense. Like he's at once the light bringer who can wield the sword and cut through the gates of heaven with his hands if he felt like it. But he's spent so much time being a punisher that like that's something he's good at now. I like that.
Yeah, I really like Tamina deal. Like his jealousy over Lucifer being the light bringer. The
jealousy, and then the protective instinct when she's actually trying to pressure him at the end. And I got to give Tom Ellis props on that last scene with the like when he kind of lets the pain in and starts crying and the sword comes on. This show's never been bad because he was a bad actor. Never has been the case.
No.
That man does a great job.
And if they would focus on like I don't know all of the the divine storyline, as opposed to the plot of the week.
Yeah, the more they concentrate on the divinity and the heaven and hell aspect of it, the more I'm in love with the show. But that was a great scene, and I loved Amenadiel defending Lucifer in that scene. It was like Big Brother telling mom back the fuck off. I loved it.
It's good stuff.
It was good.
So next week we meet God Johnson.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, sorry.
Like
I had one more line that I loved.
Okay.
Maze tries to get Chloe to let Trixie go to that weird school so she can learn how to backtalk people properly, and she ends the speech.
Yeah.
She ends her speech with, "Then I will teach her the knives."
Yeah, dude. Like I thought it was kind of funny, and I don't know that they meant to do it, but when Maze doesn't want to hear Chloe whining and has the earbuds in, and then Chloe gets mad at her. I'm like, Chloe's whiny. I don't blame Maze. And then like the very next scene, Chloe is complaining about Lucifer being whiny.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? But Maze and Chloe together at the school are amazing. I really
that was a lot of
fun.
The pat on the ass in particular made me laugh.
Yeah.
They made a funny little couple. I like them.
And at the beginning of the episode, I was like, "Oh, is this what Maze is gonna do? She's just gonna be like Chloe's Linda." I haven't seen Maze do anything good in a long time. And then they did this episode,
and then she shows up. And oh goodness, that's fantastic.
Never mind, we're good.
Yep.
All right, I think that's gonna do it for this review of Lucifer. We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at DCOnScreen.com. We're proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network, GiantSizeTeamUp.com. Come talk to us on Twitter and Facebook, DC On Screen, one word, solid takes. We're going to be coming right back with Supergirl 220, City of Lost Children. Until then, keep some DC on your screen.